Yo, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. This is our second installment already of Come Chill With Us. Well, in this case, Come Chill With Me. Can't guarantee Petey Stunt gonna be here tonight, but if he's not, we just gonna run it solo. Let me turn up a little bit. So, without further ado, you already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and let's hit that intro. All right. Here we go. Come chill with us. You know who I am, MFG Deez. Come chill with us is just me, you, chilling, watching some wrestling, watching some professional wrestling. Tonight we'll be watching NXT. NXT is one of the less popular shows amongst the WWE fan base. A lot of people went and bailed down on NXT after they moved away from NXT Black and Gold, including me. I was one of them. I had to get the hell up out of there, man, because I just wasn't feeling this. But since I started the website, I started to make a effort to watch more NXT. So honestly, it's gonna be times where y'all probably gonna be like, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Because the truth is, I probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, to be completely honest. Um, we're gonna watch NXT. Like, some of these men and women, I have no clue who they are. Some of them I've been watching them for about 5 or so weeks. I don't like them. Right now, they're showing a recap of the NXT stars that were called up to the main roster. Um, and we'll see. Wow. This people got called up. I didn't even know. It's hard to pay attention to that whole like off of TV call up. Grayson Waller got called up. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it. So it looks like the NXT stars that got called up: Zoe Starks, um, Kate Canizara, and I don't know their name. Damn it, the two women that are tag team. Indusher with Jinder Mahal, Odyssey Jones, which is crazy because I swear every time I've seen him on NXT, he's lost. Same with Von Wagner, he's getting called up. Zion Quinn, he got called up. Like, haven't seen him do anything. Really, out of all the stars that got called up from NXT to the main roster, the only ones that I kind of believe in, I believe in Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Grayson Waller, Pretty Deadly, Zoe Stark. Um, Honestly, dude, after that, that's it. Those are the only ones that are called from NXT to the main roster that I actually believe in. Let's go ahead and keep it going. Okay, so there go my boy Wes Lee. Did he change his music? Am I tripping? No, it's the same music. See, man, that shows you how much NXT I watch. Like, I don't even recognize the music by heart. You got Tyler Bate with him. I heard Tyler Bate was getting called up. He's been doing like dark matches on main event or whatever. But yeah, man. Sick. Man, Wes Lee has done very well for himself after his tag team partner was fired. I like MSK, but yeah, Wes Lee has done really well as a singles competitor. Let's see. Who's he fighting? Oh, Drew Gulak. There's like a 0% chance that Drew Gulak is winning this match. Charlie Dempsey, who is William Regal's son, biological son, I think as a very man, I'm just a believer in Charlie Dempsey, man. He reminds me of Dane Ambrose. I'm gonna be honest, John Moxley. Just his demeanor, he has a soul. Just his demeanor. Yeah, and I think it's like a 0% chance that Drew Gulak wins. North American Championship on the line. Wesley, Drew Gulak. Oh man. Drew Gulak then got kicked in the face already. And now he gets teed off on by Wesley to the point that he got to slide out the ring. Got Charlie Dempsey on the ring apron. I mean, right in front of the referee. That's a quick way to get sent to the back. Goes right to a roll-up pin by Drew Gulak. Followed by a punch to the gut. Gut rich. Up. Transition to Hurricanrana. Another roll-up pin. Oh, okay, man. They got some real wrestling going on here right now.
For Wesley, you were a young champion. Did you have the same mentality that Wesley did?
Double strap to the back. Right to the spine of Drew Gulak. Later tonight, Dragon Lee, Jaden McDonough, because the new rosters don't come into play until this upcoming Monday. Championship match, Women's Tag Team Championship, Isla Dawn, Alba Fire versus Katana Chance. And they changed their names, man. Why did they do that? I know there is a purpose for them changing their names. I understand that, but I just got used to calling Kaden Cantazara or whatever her name was. Now she got a name changed to something else. So, I mean, I'm going to have to get used to that, man. Honestly, they've been together long enough as a team. They should just get a tag team name at this point instead of just having two individual names. I don't know if he screwed up. Oh, big time clothesline off the top rope. Oh, too sweet. That was a hell of a clothesline off the top rope. What's he doing with his legs here? Oh, he got popped in the jaw. What Drew Gulak do? Man? Drew Gulak is real creative when it comes to administering pain to his opponent. Drew Gulak has to be like some type of like trainer or something backstage along with his in-ring stuff. He has to be. Absolutely has to be.
The right shoulder joint, you see the strain being defined by Gulak out of the champion. And Drew said something very interesting last week. He thinks that Lee's weaknesses in the ring have been exposed. Would you agree? You know, one thing about Wesley, he's always seen the divided, but one thing about it can always be that one night. It's always going to be that one time that you can pull it out. If we wonder, is this that night? Trying to fight right back into the body. Now going to right up top. Look at Lee. Oh, all he stands a puncher's chance. But Gulak firing back as well. Drew Gulak, who has worn gold before, knows what it takes to be a champion.
This is a good match.
WWE. Could be close again on the North American Championship, but look at Lee starting to fight. He's defended this title in open challenges, multi-man matches against speed, against power. Nothing has phased Wesley.
Yeah, man. Drew Gulak has to be in NXT for the sole purpose of helping prepare some of these younger wrestlers to go to the main roster and develop. Because, like, wrestler-wise, Drew Gulak does not belong in NXT.
Like the spirit of the game dropping out of me. Oh, vicious shot from Lee. The spirit of the game, he's the trainer. He knows everything about tactical situation. Comes Lee. You can't take your eyes off the North American champion. This kid was these because of hiccups. And one thing about, like you said, you take your eye off him. Let's see. They're distracted.
Oh, Tyler Bate dived off the stairs. European uppercut to Charlie Dempsey. He just did 2 springboard black. I don't know what the hell you call it. 2 backflips to. I don't like Wesley's finisher. It's too unrealistic to me. If somebody's coming towards me backflipping, there's no way in hell I'm about to let you hit me with a kick after you did 2 backflips. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. No way in hell. Tyler Bate should just go ahead and challenge him for that North American title. They showed a replay of Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller's match for the NXT Championship. I really thought Braun Breaker was going to get called up. Braun Breaker destroyed Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, man, last week. He put him through a wall. He put Trick Williams in the Steiner recliner. He beat the hell out of them dudes, man. By his damn self. By himself. And he busts back out after he speared him through the wall. That dude bust through the wall like a shot master, bro, but did not fall down. Did not fall down. I'm telling you, man, all Braun Breaker needs to start doing is wearing a chainmail, and start talking about two things. The freaks and the peaks. That's all you need to start doing, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Maybe even, dye his beard. I'm telling you, man. He's a couple little things away from being Scott Steiner. I know that's his uncle, but Rick Steiner is cool. Rick Steiner's cool, but Scott Steiner's hella cool, bro. Like, we're going to fast forward past his commercials a little bit because I did pause it for a second, but we still in the commercial break. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Braun Breaker. I'm surprised that dude didn't get called up, man. Maybe because NXT need him. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. NXT needs him. But yeah, man. I'm gonna check on the NBA game. Look, I'm gonna check the NBA game. Should put that shit picture in picture. But you know what? That'll make me a hypocrite because I hate picture in picture. I hate picture in picture WWE. I hate picture in picture AEW. I hate picture in picture. Right now, live score. Golden State Warriors 62. Los Angeles Lakers 63. I'm gonna talk about the Lakers for a second. I'm a Bulls fan. You see it? It's a DeMar DeRozan jersey right there. It's a DeMar DeRozan jersey right there. the season started, the Bulls and the Lakers were like equally trash. Somehow, and the Lakers are good at doing this. The Lakers are known for doing out of nowhere. The Lakers like basically swapped out 6 dudes and got 6 better dudes back. They traded out. I'm not gonna say pieces of trash because I don't think Russell Westbrook is trash, but they basically swapped out some dudes that's trash for some dudes that's serviceable to good. And then all of a sudden, now the Lakers good. And the Lakers just do that. They do that shit like every time. They don't suffer no ills, man. Meanwhile, the Bulls, they just sit there and just sign whatever bargain bin player they can get. That's all they do. And then they go to the playoffs, get knocked out, and be doing this. What happened? What happened? It's ridiculous. I know this is a pro wrestling channel, but it's on a commercial break. I already talked a little bit about NXT, Braun Breaker. While we're in this commercial break, you chilling with me. You chilling. It's just like we just sit here having a conversation with each other. So during these commercial breaks, I can bring up anything. I can bring up wrestling. I can bring up basketball, baseball, football. Okay, it's back on. So vignette. Album Fire. This look dumb.
Is towards Friday Night SmackDown. This is our final night in NXT, but one last unholy sequence.
They could be a really good tag team. I'm telling you, man. Those right there are the saviors of the women's tag team division on the main roster.
For so long, but tonight,
I'm gonna bring this microphone closer. I want y'all to be able to hear, but I don't want to sit in the frame either, though. I don't want to sit in the frame. I don't want to see you, bro. Yeah, I don't want to see you, bro. Okay, stay right there. Yeah, they blowing out candles. It kind of reminds me, I'm old. It kind of reminds me of that movie, The Craft. They blowing out candles, playing with Ouija boards. That's a cool gimmick to me. Like that gimmick could translate well to the main roster and add some type of personality to the WWE Tag Team Women's Division. We come back. We got Trick Williams in the ring. He looked pissed off. He finna spit on the microphone. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. He put my brother in the hospital.
He did.
And Melo's still banged up tonight.
He is.
But y'all know, just like I know, that Melo is a fighter.
We do.
I know this since day one. I'm talking about day one I went to NXT.
Talk to him.
Day one back in high school.
High school, okay.
That's right.
Talk to him, Trick.
Melo went to the same high school.
Okay.
W.J. Keenan High School.
Jake, okay.
I transferred in.
He transferred in.
Checking for the ladies. I ain't gonna lie.
He ain't gonna. Don't lie to him.
But I also looked around and said, who am I gonna hang with?
Who's he gonna hang with? Getting buckets, okay.
And game recognized game.
Okay.
I remember sitting at the lunch table.
Okay.
Them nasty ass sloppy joes wasn't the only thing.
Oh yeah, them sloppy joes is trash.
Trick Melo game also was being created.
Okay.
That's why Melo is my brother, and no one will ever get closer than each other. Let me tell you something. This Trick Melo game.
Talk to him.
Always gonna be here.
All right, you talk too much now, Trick. You're gonna bring Brian out. You better be careful.
Last week, I moved Melo out the way to take Brian's spear.
Okay.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think twice about it.
Okay.
It just happened like that.
Okay, it just happened. Shit happens.
And I will do it again if I need to.
Oh. Sure.
In other words, what I'm trying to say is Trick and Melo like Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe?
We all know Melo don't miss.
They broke up, though.
But when he does, we all know I'm coming down with the rebound. Okay. And that's why I promise you at Battleground.
You done brought out Braun. I told you to watch out. You done talk Braun out.
I guess we know who the top guy is for Trick and Melo game. This last week, I speared you and I put you in the recliner, and you're still out there.
Let's start a recliner. Show some respect.
Last week, I also speared Melo through the stage, and I put him in a hospital.
You didn't put him in a local medical facility?
So I guess Battleground is going to be a lot easier than I thought, huh?
Right.
Well, so let me get this straight.
Okay.
Are you saying right now that you are accepting Melo's challenge?
Trick got on the bread and butter J's.
Let me be clear, right? The last thing that I want to ever do is represent these stupid ass people ever again.
Ooh. Brian got on the Jordan 1s.
Two things. One, I don't like the idea of Carmelo Hayes having the NXT championship.
Okay.
Two,
why not?
I have the unique opportunity of humiliating Carmelo Hayes in his home city, in front of all of his fans, all of his friends, and in front of his family.
Don't let them fans distract you, Brian. Keep going.
So, I want you to relay the message for me, pal. Tell him. Appreciate it, Shaq.
Appreciate it, Shaq. He called you Shaq. Man, you better not let that dude get out the ring. To take your ass to the Holiday Inn if it's still there, Shaq.
I said we handle this like men.
Okay. He said hospital. He said hospital.
There's only one man standing in this ring.
Oh, ooh.
I already put Carmelo in the hospital.
Ooh. He said it's only one man in the ring, but it's two of them. He said he ain't a man, Trick.
You ain't about to fight no mouthpiece.
Oh.
Your Super 10 ass don't need a mouthpiece.
Oh.
Trick with him. You want to get to the jab and get to the jab. You just mad that the people never loved you like they love Trick and Mello gang.
Trick and Mello gang.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you get on out of here. You keep running your lip if you want to. I'm gonna knock that 10 off into your black and blue. Believe that.
Oh man, that Trick, my boy Trick can talk, boy.
Guess what? Doesn't matter what you want. Doesn't matter what they want. I'm calling the shots, all right? Here's what we're gonna do.
What you gonna do?
We'll do it next week.
Next week.
We'll call a preview of NXT Battleground because I am gonna break you in half. Trick not backing down.
See, man, we know Braun is a superior talent to Trick Williams. But that boy Trick Williams can talk, man. And I'm telling you right now, being able to talk in that ring is way more important than being able to wrestle. I'm sorry. It just is. It just is.
That means that I got 2 decades of chip on my shoulder that I'm bringing with me to Raw. So you better believe all the heavy hitters, they're going to be cheering.
Okay, Noam Dar still walking around with that trophy. Let's see you tape it over a minute.
Tonight against Dragon Lee, I need you to proper kneecap. Rip out like a man. Make sure he doesn't walk out of here, so he stays away from my Heritage Cup. Deal? Full time technique. No, a slimy, sneaky, slithering, stubborn little mate. I know you. All you care about is that Heritage Cup. It's probably why you never gave me a shot at it. So I have some advice for you. Stay away from me. Because if you don't, if you piss me off, I will take that Heritage Cup with me to Monday Night Raw.
Okay, who we got here? We got Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan. Man, it's sad, man, because Toxic Attraction is so good, bro. Toxic Attraction is so good. And you got JCJ. I feel like Gigi Dolan has more to offer as a singles competitor than JCJ, but what I will say is that I think JCJ is better than I thought she would be as a singles competitor. I will say that. Let's check this score. What we got?
And under $3. Something to make you feel warm and fuzzy.
What we got?
Or if ice cream is your thing, cold and fuzzy.
It's halftime. Los Angeles Lakers 65. Golden State Warriors 64. That game is close, man. I'm still kind of bewildered about how the Lakers just got good like that. That's crazy to be.
ADT systems now feature Google products like the Nest
That's
Scan
crazy
and
to be.
Floodlight, with intelligent alerts when a person or familiar face is detected. So you have a home with no worries. Brought to you by
There's some
ADT.
news and notes. I still need to drop the Fire Made of Trash article for Monday Night Raw on the website, crimsonmass.com. I did not forget. Still got to drop the Hot Made of Trash article for tonight's show, NXT. And we still got to work on the Monday Night Raw draft review part 2 that will still be coming. So yeah, just some minor news and notes.
Is your cat getting too cool? Giving new temptations to our cat food.
Let's see.
I just switched my whole family to
We're gonna talk about some see what we got going here. Like I said, I don't know if Petey Stunt gonna be joining us or not. Like I said, we rolling forward. We doing our thing up in here tonight. Like Vince McMahon would say, the show goes on, pal. That's what Vince would say. So that's how we rolling with it. It's a commercial break, of course. Let me see here. It's 2 straight hours. We don't do no breaks. So I'm gonna be doing all kinds of stuff during these commercial breaks. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. I ain't even consider a straight face and lie to y'all like that.
This is ultimate challenge.
Then you also have to survive.
I'm here for the adventure, but I'm also here for the cash prize.
If you quit, you will die.
Alaska, a new competitive reality series. Mondays at 11 on Hulu.
Let's check something real quick. Okay, we ain't back just yet. Oh yeah, also, for those of you who like fantasy football, check out the League FB. And I need to share it to the actual, add it to the actual channel. But check out the League. Let's Talk Dynasty with myself, Andrew Mott. Especially if you play, mainly if you play fantasy football, you get a lot of draft insight. You'll learn how to win your league. Okay, now we got JC Jane coming out. I kind of don't understand why they had to split up as a tag team. That's kind of stupid to me. I kind of feel like they are more valuable together than they are apart. WWE loves to break up tag, specifically women's tag teams, love to break them up for no reason. I feel like WWE has more than enough female talent to be able to have some women that are in long-term tag teams. Like, they're working together, so I don't think it's maybe they wanted to be single stars and not work together. I don't know. And then you got Gigi Dolan being a freaking face. Really, they should just both still be heels.
I do understand. It's hard to trust any individual in life, but for going she
I don't know what the I'm in silent fight. They still look like a tag team to me. It's crazy they fight each other.
Well, look at Dolan now. She's going to savor every second of this. As right now, she's got to be thinking of her brother Miles, who's sitting in the front row. You got to wonder what's going through the mind of Miles, who right now is witnessing right in front of him his sister. I would ask you, I'm going to throw it with my train of thought. When is enough enough? How are would you feel
They
if
need-
someone dragged your past, your family into a fight that they had nothing to do with? As Jane in the cover up to leg and Dolan kicks
To be honest, they kind of need.
That's what someone like Gigi Dolan can.
They missing something. They both missing something. What are they missing? What are they missing?
Just open up. She's very JCJ so much, but also Dolan said her past doesn't define her as another cover.
I know what they missing. They missing Mandy Rose. Like, come on now, man. Come on now.
Which is one person.
You know what? It will resonate. I mean, there's a lot of young people out there that need someone like a Gigi.
If Gacy wears the dyad, receives a tag team championship against Gallows. What are they? Are they Shizm? Are they dyad? Like, what's the deal with that? Then they got 2 members of their group that allegedly wants to be released from the company. So she's kicked her in the face twice. 3 times. You sure what looks like a STO.
Because it always makes me feel a little something. But those dark nights, those cold nights made me a stronger person, and I'm sure Gigi is feeling a little bit of something like that as well.
But this elbow shot from Jade, and Jade pokes it back in. Nice counter, big clothesline right to the back. Dolan said Jade cannot break her will, and right now Dolan just looking to
I wonder if that's Gigi Dolan's real brother watching her ringside. She beating the hell out of JCJ right now. Which, I mean, kind of doesn't bode too well for her prospects of actually winning the actual match.
She wants to pin or make JCJ submit. And now look at Jane and Dolan.
Is Jane busted open?
Look, I don't
Or am
know.
I tripping?
You noticed, but I believe
She
that
would
was
get
some
the gloves on.
exposed steel.
Oh yeah, she busted open.
Jane just knocked out Dolan.
What? What? She bleeding like a mug.
We said these two wanted to destroy the other.
Gigi Dolan's brother look like a damn wrestler. Now, JCJ is bleeding like a mug. And she somehow beat her. Here's what I'll get. Tell me this. Gigi Dolan hit JCJ with 3 of the same kicks, right? JCJ hit Gigi Dolan with 1 of the kicks, same kicks that Gigi Dolan just hit her with 3 times, and then knocked her out and she pinned her. She's still bleeding like hell. I mean, yeah, I get that JCJ is getting the post-match beatdown and beating the hell out of Gigi Dolan, but she the one walking away with a crimson mask. She's walking away with a crimson mask. Oh, God. Axiom versus Scripps. Reggie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Reggie, but you need a different mask or something because you look like a complete fool. A complete fool. Let's see if it's still halftime. Look like the third quarter finna start between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Right now, Lakers 65, Golden State Warriors 64. Third quarter's about to tip off. And we keeping it going.
How about the best network of magic? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere? And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf.
Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for that.
We're about to get Axiom versus Scripps.
I mean,
Two
yes, sorry, what was that?
talents
Introducing the next generation
that
of
I
data
don't
work
necessarily
for
like.
Xfinity. The future starts now.
Just being honest. They both can wrestle their ass off. In fact, I will say that Axiom, as far as a wrestler, is starting to grow on me. His entrance, though, is entirely too corny, bro. Like, the whole Matrix thing we doing, it's pretty damn corny. Like, I can't even sit here and lie about that. Let's see what we go here.
Cricket Nationwide 5G is crazy fast and powerful. It kind of makes it the EST like you. Girl, I'm the one that owns EST. How's that? Because I'm the strongest, fastest, and the realest. Ooh, think I could ever be the EST? Maybe. How about now? Still, just maybe. You're the cutest though. Girl, I'll take it.
Let's see.
Smile. You're on Cricket.
This week is your chance to try any Subway footlong for free, like the Subway Series menu. Just buy any footlong in the app and get one free.
Everyone loves free stuff, John.
Can we get paid in the footlong? Get it before it's gone on the Subway app.
Let's see
Some
here.
like beers taste half empty. Ours is filled with gold. Modelo Oro, treasured for its smooth, elevated taste and crisp, clean finish. 90 calories, 3 grams of carbs. It's the gold standard of light beer.
Here's to the very first influencer in your life. Mom. This is how Mom shines.
Man, it's just so much wrestling on during the week,
The
man.
Diamond Store.
This WWE alone, you get the 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of NXT, that's 5 hours. Then 2 more hours of SmackDown, that's 7 hours. And then you got 4 hours of AEW, and AEW talking about starting to bring it in the third show. So,
It protects against different flows for to zero.
but we're going to keep pushing it out. We're going to keep pushing out content. That's what we got to do.
Feel it yourself with always Flex Phone.
Let's race. This is the end of the road, Tom.
I'm going to reiterate what I said during last night's live stream. I'm not in the least bit interested in Fast and Furious, man. I haven't watched it since
A bunch of delicious treats for under
Too Fast, Too Furious. Like,
this is real life.
I don't know, man. Just can't
Sonic under
keep my interest too much when we just talking about racing cars like the same movie over and over and over again. They on Fast 10 now. That's insane. I'm old, man. When Fast 2 came out, man, I thought they at least had one more in them. Who would have thought they had 8 more in them? Like,
Reviews are in it. WWE 2K23 is officially the highest rated game in WWE 2K franchise history in pretty limited time. The standard and icon editions are 25%.
I got WWE 2K23. Honestly, I have not had a chance to play it as much as I wanted to. Become accent with this corny entrance. I wonder if I would have thought that was cool when I was a little kid. I don't think so. I don't think so, man.
A symbol for all those around the EST.
Yeah, you know, all that aside, this kid is something special, big.
Look, Scripps tried to sneak him. Scripps tried to sneak him again.
Here comes Scripps.
He's already in. He's already knocked out Axiom. This matchup hasn't begun.
Man, Scripps
The referee getting some sort of order.
wrestling gear is like,
That's been one step ahead of Scripps. Tonight, Scripps up to change the whole.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh, yes.
Scripps wrestling gear is the worst thing I've seen since Shorty G. It's the worst thing I've seen since Shorty G. That's straight up.
I mean, What are you talking about? Is that a question?
There's a question. They've been calling each other frauds. Who do you believe?
He was better off being Reggie.
Sides or anything like that, man. I'm just
Trying to break his way and wiggle his way free is Scripps. And Booker, you better watch out. You've been turning into the Spanish announce table the last several weeks.
Like Scripps' costume is like shock master-esque to me. What he finna do? Hey. Boy, Reggie, he could flip off. He could do some flips though. He's pulling off them Circus Soleil moves. I'm telling you.
Scripps had to stay 1 step ahead of Axiom. Into the cover, hook in the leg in a near fall.
Big, that was a vicious shot. I saw it up close and personal. Check this out.
Okay, Booker, come on, man. That wasn't that vicious.
Right to the dome. Scripps right there trying to make an example of this young man Axiom.
And typically, Scripps loves to hide in the shadows.
Look at my notes.
But he is right out in the forefront of this matchup, looking to drop Axiom. Hits him a big clothesline. You know, Scripps wants to use his mystery to provoke fear. That's what Axiom states.
Wait, look here.
Fake voice, sneak attack, his messages.
Let me pose you a question. Name, address, phone number. If you don't know that, you don't know how to find a man. The less you know about a man, the less you can train. The more this man is going to be ready to take you out. That's Scripps.
Okay.
Counter, but Axiom followed the right in and trying to lock in a sleeper.
It's clear that Axiom is the superior professional wrestler. He's a superior professional wrestler to Scripps, but Scripps, he can go, man, as far as like spots, jumping off of shit, doing flips. Yeah, Scripps got that all day. Scripps, though, man, his wrestling attire is like it's like the worst thing I ever seen. He looked like a pumpkin gladiator. Like, I don't know, with a Rey Mysterio mask on. And his name is horrible. Both of these gimmicks are horrible. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Both of the gimmicks are horrible. Like, at the very least, at least they're entertaining because they could do flips, they could jump off of shit. Like, I mean, that's the best thing. I mean, that's the best I can say about these two. Scripps is better off being Reggie. I'm not finna lie. Okay, he went for a kick. Reverse backflip. Knee straight to the face. Is that it? I was about to say, man, if this is the second match that ended by strike, that would have been kind of lame. I mean, it's wrestling. Who doesn't get knee to the face? Okay, missed his finisher. And Scripps just did something horrible. I don't even know how to say it. Body. I don't know what the hell to call he just did. Oh, got super kicked. Front flip to a super kick. What's he finna hit him with? Oh, he hit him with the golden ratio. Okay. Match ended by strike, but at the same time, Petey Stunt's supposed to be here. He talking about kid. Get your ass in here, man. Like, yeah, man, both of these gimmicks suck. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. But okay. Axiom can wrestle. Scripps can't really wrestle, but he know how to do flips because he's from Circus Soleil. So, I mean, I feel like Dijak should just come out right now and just like demolish both of them. But what he finna do? Is he finna unmask him? Oh, he gonna try to shake his hand. He offering him his hand in friendship. Scripps grabs his hand and Axiom got punched in the face. Oh, Scripps got punched back. And now Axiom ripped his mask off. And then kicked him in the face. I think he finna get fired, bro. They chat Reggie. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me go back to that sequence. Scripps lost. Axiom was finna get out the ring, decided not to. Got back in the ring. Offered Scripps his hand, like, hey, man, let's be friends. Offered him his hand. Scripps got his hand, got helped up, but then he hit Axiom. Axiom slapped him back. Then Axiom ripped off his mask, kicked him in the face, knocked him out, left him in the ring laying. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think he's finna get fired, man. I mean, I ain't finna lie to you. Now they got a backstage segment or a little, I don't even know what the hell to call this, with Brooks and Jensen and Fallon. And I guess he talking to him about how he was simping for Kiana James.
But with that profit, that can set them up for the rest of their lives. They can run whatever they want and get some extra cash in their pocket too. Dang! All right, Smarty Face.
Okay.
Excuse me, Brooks. Me and my friend are wondering if you'd like to have a drink with us.
I'm having a good time kissing my friends, but thank y'all. No, have a good night.
Okay, so I guess this is a character change for Brooks all of a sudden, because from the entire time this new version of NXT started, all this dude been talking about, oh shit, Dragon Lee tie. Hold on, F Brooks and Jensen, all them. Let's see. Now this is the entrance right here. This ain't no Axiom BS. Brother of Roosh. This is a cool ass entrance. I remember the first time I seen this entrance, I thought that it was like a glitch because it just like froze. And I was like, oh, that's foul. It was like, it's foul. I wonder if I think Dragon Lee. I know that's Roosh brother. What's the other dude? What's the other dude's name, man? They say AEW. Roosh other brother. I mean, I'm sure all three of them brothers. All right, man. Let's check this updated score. Oh shit. Lakers 86. Golden State 76. 10-point lead for the Lakers. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I can't believe that, man. I cannot believe that.
Does this happen to you? AT&T.
Let's see. So let's go in depth again to. I don't want to spoil too much because it's still a WWE draft show to do. But let's talk about a little bit about the history of NXT call-ups. When we take those NXT call-ups into account and look at the history, Dralistico, okay, that's the name right there. Good catch, Petey. Dralistico is the other brother of Roosh, and I'm assuming that Dragon Lee, that's his brother too. So, yeah, you catch Dralistico and Roosh in AEW. I'm not quite sure why I don't know, for some reason I'll just be on close to say Lindsay Dorado. But I'm not sure why Dragon Lee decided to go to WWE while the other two brothers stayed in AEW, but I digress.
The golden age of light beer is here. Modelo Oro.
Like I said, the history NXT wrestlers get called up. Oh yeah, by the way, Petey Stunt will not be a part of tonight's show. He will not be a part of tonight's show. We'll get him on here at a different time, but tonight it's just me and you. Just me and you. Like I was saying, the history of NXT call-ups going to the main roster is not good. It's not good. You can look on today's product and you can see some of the success stories, the Bianca Belairs, the Rhea Ripleys. You know, I guess Seth Rollins, he been on the main roster so long. I forget that he even was in NXT at some point. But same with Charlotte, same with Becky Lynch. But these more recent call-ups, man, have not looked good. And I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly what WWE's plan is for all these NXT stars that got called up, because I don't know, man. They said that there's been less call-ups lately because they haven't wanted to call up any other stars without having plans in place for them already. But what plans could you possibly have in place for somebody like Zion Quinn? I mean, now Zion Quinn, he has the look. But they just called up so many people where it's just like, what exactly are they going to do on the main roster? But you never know, man, because when Elias got called up years ago, I thought Elias wasn't going to amount to anything, and for a while there, he carved out a good little path for himself. Now we back, and now we got JD McDonough, newest member of, I believe, Monday Night Raw. Yeah, he's Monday Night Raw. He's another guy. What could they possibly do with JD McDonough on the main roster? I have no clue, man. It'll be interesting to see what kind of plans they have for someone like JD McDonough. I told you, I don't know exactly. They merged. I think they merged the Cruiserweight title with the North American title, but that Cruiserweight title, maybe bring up a light heavyweight title. You need something like that, man, because it's a lot of wrestlers with not much to do for where I stay at now.
Well, look, this is wise though for Dragon. Let's talk about this.
This pretty be a good match, though.
To knock out perhaps the best pick in the draft pick. That's huge, man. That says, what about me, man? What about my piece of the action? What about me getting a little piece of meat? Also,
Booker T is off his fucking rocker, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say F. We ain't supposed to cuss, but I'm trying to get monetized eventually here. Booker T is out of his mind. He just said, I'm trying to get me a piece of meat. Come on now, Book. Come on, Book. Get your head together, sucker.
Ooh, big body shot from McDonough. And you know, with this matchup too, you got to think McDonough's putting everybody on that Raw roster, which has been revamped.
I have no clue what they're going to do with JD McDonough on the main roster. JD McDonough, okay, here's my opinion of JD McDonough. Here's my opinion of JD McDonough. First of all, I can't even remember what his name was in NXT UK, but he shouldn't have changed it. It was better from what it was before, but NXT UK, he was the perfect fit. Perfect fit. NXT, he got lost in the shuffle of NXT. And now he's going to the main roster where NXT wrestlers are known to get lost in the shuffle. I just don't see what the prospects are for a JD McDonough on the main roster. If you put a Dragon Lee on the main roster, he's a luchador. there's a myriad of things you could do with a luchador, a myriad of stories you tell. I've been actually trying to sit here and think about, like, what could JD McDonough do? Unless you're going to put him in a stable and protect him in a stable like they did with Butch. And I'm telling you right now, P. Dunne didn't need to be protected by being put in the Brawling Brutes. They didn't need to do that. He would have been just fine as a singles competitor. Like, JD McDonough, oh, he hit himself dead in the nuts. He hit himself dead in the nuts.
Look at JD McDonough now. Talk about being on the back foot too. Is Dragon Lee able to turn this match around quickly?
Get this kid right back. He's very elusive. He's like the wind. You can feel it. Can't touch it, but you know he's there. That's how good he is.
Dragon Lee right now moving, fighting, really wanting the opportunity to prove
Dragon Lee, man, I'm really trying to see. They're going to picture in picture. For the love of God. I can't stand picture in picture, man. Let's see what we got on this Lakers score. Let's see what we got. Lakers, 91. Golden State Warriors, 83. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left. Golden State definitely not the Golden State they used to be. I mean, they closer to being done than they are being what they used to be. Not hating on them, just the truth from my perspective. Let's see who else got called up. Apollo Crews was called up to the main roster. Can somebody help me figure out what exactly we're doing here with Apollo Crews? We got Apollo Crews initially. Okay, we got to go way back. Let's go back to Uhaa Nation, right? Apollo Crews on the NBC, he was doing his damn thing. Went to WWE, became Apollo Crews. Stayed in NXT the first time for a cup of coffee. Never developed his mic skills. Never got his mic skills to the point where he could go to the main roster and start showing his chops on the main roster as a talker on the microphone. He gets lost in the shuffle on the main roster. We're talking about Apollo Crews here. He gets lost in the shuffle on the main roster. Kind of just started losing every feud he had. Then, out of nowhere one day, so Apollo Crews is in that same category that Ricochet is in now. Like, yeah, you can wrestle, but you can't talk with a mic. And because you can't talk with a mic, you can't take the next step in becoming, the next big star. So then Apollo Crews comes out of nowhere and starts saying that he's a Nigerian prince. He gets a heavy, Aziz, Commander Aziz at that. Commander Aziz. He gets a heavy, and he wins the Intercontinental title. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Feuded with Big E for a minute. But then they knocked Apollo Crews back down to NXT. And a lot of people don't watch NXT. So let me tell you what he was doing in NXT. He went from a Nigerian prince on the main roster. Then they moved the guy back down to NXT and turned his gimmick into a guy that can see the future. So now Apollo Crews can see the future. A Nigerian prince that can see the future. I swear, he hasn't won one feud from where I stand. Correct me if I'm wrong. He hasn't won one feud since he's been at NXT. So they moved him from the main roster down to NXT, and I think sometimes they do that because they want the veterans to help train some of the performance center wrestlers. Okay, I get it, but I'm talking about from the perspective of fans that's watching the show on a weekly basis. They move him down, demote him basically from the main roster down to NXT so he could see the future, and then now they calling him back up to the main roster. I don't get it. I don't know what they're going to do with Apollo Crews on the main roster. I have no reason to have any confidence whatsoever in anything they're going to do with Apollo Crews in the main roster because, sorry if it sounds harsh, I've already seen him fail on the main roster with 2 gimmicks. I've seen him go to NXT and fail with a different gimmick. What are you going to call up and do? Are you going to put him with Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander? I mean, that's the only thing I can see them doing. Maybe they're going to be Hurt Business 2.0. You put them in there, and I don't know. Maybe they got a plan for him, but I just don't see it. So NXT, we're back, and JD McDonough is trying to rip off the mask of Dragon Lee. Like, I mean, we already seen one wrestler get unmasked tonight. I don't think we're going to see another one, but, you know, I guess that's classic heel stuff when the heel tries to get the mask off of the face luchador. Dragon Lee, man, I feel like WWE has been trying for like over a decade to find the next Rey Mysterio, and I've yet to find any of these guys capable of being the next Rey Mysterio. Like Dragon Lee, they haven't let him talk enough to where I could believe that he could be the next Rey Mysterio. And that's just the truth. And we got Noam Dar out here with the Heritage Cup. And I guess this storyline, the point of this storyline is Dragon Lee wants a shot at the Heritage Cup. I don't say I speak for a lot of people, but there are a lot of people who just didn't watch NXT UK. So why should we be invested in the Heritage Cup? Like, what does the Heritage Cup mean? Like, I don't think they've done a very good job at promoting the prestige behind the Heritage Cup. This is like a big trophy to me. It's no different than Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Trophy. Like, in my opinion, if you watch NXT UK on a regular basis, I didn't, I'll admit that. If you watch NXT UK on a regular basis, then you probably have a different opinion or a different feeling of what the Heritage Cup means. But in my opinion, the Heritage Cup doesn't mean much of anything. So I'm not quite sure what the point is of people vying for the Heritage Cup other than to hurt Noam Dar. That's just my opinion on that. JD McDonough just hit Dragon Lee with a fireman's carry on the apron, on the edge of the apron. And it looked nasty. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it looked nasty. They're not getting counted out. Okay. JD McDonough tried to win via count out, did not work. Dragon Lee recovered, slid in the ring, stopped the count. Noam Dar sitting outside the ring watching with an oversized hoodie on, with a vested interest because he knows that Dragon Lee wins this match. I think Dragon Lee already has the shot at the Heritage Cup, either way it goes. But he'll get his chance to get a shot at Noam Dar either way. Oh, snap German suplex, knee to the face, reverse Hurricane Rana, Poison Rana. Booker T's tripping up. Then Jaden McDonough basically just turned Dragon Lee inside out with what looks like a miniature clothesline from hell. The Poison Rana was vicious. He really hit him with a clothesline from hell. What the hell are they going to do with J.D. McDonough on the main roster? I really don't know. This is NXT has been on fire tonight, man. I think when I write the article for the match review for this show, it's gonna be a lot of fire there for sure. Okay, let's get up. Reverse powerbomb. He just hit him with a jumping last ride, and JD McDonough basically just kicked out. JD McDonough really just kicked out of what looked like a jumping last ride. This match is really drawn out too. They're giving them time tonight. Okay, JD McDonough ran against the ropes, making Dragon Lee fall. Okay, he's the top rope. What are you finna hit him with? Oh, he slipped. He slipped.
Both these superstars teetering.
Okay, look like he finna hit him with a double step off the top rope. Okay, man, they need to get off this rope, man, because they're like a botch getting ready to happen. What's for the win? Spanish fly off the top rope. Spanish fly off the top rope. Okay, brain buster. Okay, straight to the pin. Dragon Lee kicks out. Okay, this match is definitely getting a fire from our review. Definitely getting the fire. JD McDonough, big head ass is really putting in work. Oh! He's rolling out the ring. He's not gonna be able to capitalize on it. Canadian Destroyer, but they're calling it the Dragon Destroyer. It's a Canadian Destroyer. Noam Dar tried to sneak him, got super kicked for his troubles. Oh, JD McDonough crumbles Dragon Lee with a headbutt, tries to hit him with double side suplex. Is that it? Wow. That was a poor booking decision. Okay. First of all, from the perspective of trying to build two wrestlers, it don't really make sense to have JD McDonough, who you want to go to Raw on a high note, and Dragon Lee, who you have to depend on as a competitor, a wrestler in NXT. It don't make a ton of sense to put them in a match with each other because both of them couldn't afford the loss really. But now you just had Dragon Lee lose to JD McDonough on JD McDonough's last appearance on NXT. That doesn't make too much sense to me. That's a poor booking decision. Like now at this point, I've seen Dragon Lee lose too many times already. He's just getting started. Dragon Lee gets back up. He gets back up after losing to JD McDonough, and somehow he recovered enough to do a I don't know if I'm supposed to say this word, side dive outside the rope. Hits Noam Dar, chases Noam Dar off. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. So Kaylin Cantazara is now Katana Chance. I got to get that burned into my mental. I got to get it burned in there because honestly, I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised she lasted in WWE this long. I mean, I know she won American Ninja Warrior, but she...
We got this. I know we got this. At the end of the day, this is where it started. This is where we became best friends. And if this is our last night in NXT, we're going out as tag team champions. There's no other way. No, not at all. You know what this feels like? A hug moment. Don't even. I feel like I need a hug. Don't come here. Soft and get off his soft hips.
What in the world? What am I looking at here?
Mr. Coffee is impressive.
Okay,
Friends,
that's
tonight I will give my own body
it's a whole
for
bunch
the
of stuff
season.
that
I will
just
endure pain
confused me
and
just
punishment
now on
for
the show.
our collective
I'm gonna go
good.
back to the
Your
so
sacrifice
Katana
will
Chance
not be vain. You give
and
us this honor, and we will
damn, I
dethrone his
can't.
brothers in Gallus.
I'm just gonna
and
call
claim
her
tag team
call her
gold
as
for the
Kaylin.
season.
All right, Katana Chance and Kaylin.
One tree.
They got called up to the main roster. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire
Do this.
got called up to the main
And then
roster.
do something for you.
Isla Dawn and Alba Fire are fighting Kaylin and Katana, as we're gonna call them, for the NXT Women's Championship. So no matter who wins, do the belts go to the main roster, or are they gonna strip the belts from them and leave them in NXT? I don't get it. All right, so back to these call-ups. And while we're on the subject, let's talk about the two women tag teams that were called up to the main roster. Kaylin and Katana, Isla Dawn, or you can call it Isla Fire to be honest. That's a cool name too. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Who wants the internet to work pretty much
I will say that I like the fact that both of those teams are actual tag teams. They're both actual tag teams. They're not two. Initially, they were both just two single stars put together, but
The future starts now.
they're blended now. Like, okay, here's my logic on tag teams. We'll use Ricochet and Braun Strowman for an example. Ricochet comes out, first is his music, okay? Then Braun comes out, his music hits. They come to the ring together. Those are two individuals in a tag team. But when you have two wrestlers, performers coming out at the same time with entrance music for their team. So the entrance music for their team, that's a tag team. Isla Dawn, Alba Fire, they were two individuals, but now they come to the ring together with their own video package, their own music. They're a tag team. Okay, you get what I'm saying? And there's not too many of them on the main roster in the women's division. I mean, let me think. Damage Control. Really, that's it, man. They really have one actual tag team. That's crazy to me. Raquel Gonzalez and Liv Morgan aren't a real tag team. They come out to the ring separately. That's not a real tag team to me. I grew up in where actual tag teams were tag teams, like the Dudley Boys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, Too Cool, the Headbangers. I'm talking about Attitude Era. That's my era. Attitude Era. Just teams that were teams. And all you ever need is a couple of these teams. Like, you don't need to have 8, 9, 10 real tag teams on the roster. A roster can function with 4 teams. I've seen it. I've seen the Dudleys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and then occasionally you'll have the Radicals, or you'll have Too Cool, or you'll have the Mean Street Posse, y'all playing. But you'll have that 4th team there, and the titles will switch amongst those 4 teams. The women's tag team division does not have that. What I would like them to do is this. What I would like them to do, if they do this, we'll see. Take the NXT women's tag team titles to the main roster, merge them with the women's tag team titles, have those titles defended on Raw, on SmackDown, or NXT. On NXT. I've heard them talk about that. They need to actually stick to it. Okay, they doing a flashback of when Nikita Lyons got injured. Okay, they're showing all these parking lot attacks on female competitors. Who was that? They got snatched up. Oh, that was Saruka. They never. I thought I could have sworn Cora Jade was the one who was attacking people in the parking lot. I wonder who it is. Like, I really thought the person who was attacking these women in the parking lot was Cora Jade. I thought they had revealed that, but I guess not. Dude from the Schism looked like Steven Richards. Gallus, I like Gallus. Gallus is a real tag team. They're a real tag team. They're a real tag team. That's what a tag team's supposed to look like. Nobody has their own individual music. They come out together. They mostly dress the same. Their attire looks somewhat similar. That's how you identify a real tag team. I do know that Joe Coffey was a complete badass in NXT UK. A complete badass. So, I mean, I want to see what they do with him at NXT. I wonder if they would be scared to put the strap on him. I will say this. They should put that North American title on Joe Coffey. Because I'm telling you, in NXT UK, and I didn't watch NXT UK, I already said that, but I know enough to know that Joe Coffey is that dude. We got Joe Gacy here. I thought they was trying to turn Joe Gacy into like baby Bray Wyatt, but I guess I don't know what the hell he is. I ain't even from the cap. I don't know what the hell he is now. He just a dude in a group. I guess he's supposed to be some type of like cult leader, but I don't really hear him talk no more, so I don't know exactly what they're trying to do here. And if they're not going that direction with Joe Gacy, then I'm not too impressed with what they're doing with Joe Gacy. Let's see, we got Diamond Mine. I'm calling him Diamond Mine, goddammit. Yeah, Diamond Mine watching a close eye on this match. I guess they're trying to get it to where they're drumming up a bunch of interest in the tag team division for NXT. Current champions is Gallus. They won the titles about a few weeks ago, I think. I feel like Joe Coffey is kicking. I'm so close to call him John Wayne Gacy. Joe Coffey is beating up Joe Gacy. For the sake of this match, we just gonna call him Coffey and Gacy. Gacy just slapped the shit out of Coffey. He hit him with a back body slam. He's not gonna win off of. I know they gotta pin him just to tell the story of the match, but come on. Hit him with a right hook, stuck him right in his jaw. They going to the top rope for some reason. Oh, she hit him with a missile drop kick. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Let's see. And now he just hit him with a disc and lariat. He finna put his foot on that bottom rope. Oh, no. His homeboy put his foot on the bottom rope. Baby Cade put his foot on the bottom rope. Baby Cade. And now they chasing the Diet. Okay, I think I get it now. So Schism is the stable. The tag team in the stable is the Diet. Okay, I get it now. For some reason, now the Rock daughter acting like she just got popped in the mouth by Joe Coffey. And then Joe Gacy hit Joe Coffey with a move that was in China's moveset. He hit him with, a move that looked like the lethal injection, except for it looked like some type of like elbow or something. And somehow Joe Gacy won against Joe Coffey. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's the second oddest match outcome I've seen tonight. The Rock daughter must be trash right now. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I see her in one match like 2 months ago. She barely talked. And now she didn't just start doing the people's eyebrow, hitting people with the rock bottom. People be interested in her then. Okay, I don't know who. I told you again, I don't watch too. Like, I'm new to NXT. This version of NXT, the not black and gold version, I don't know who this girl is. They show her backstage. I do know that I don't like this dude, this new guy, Tank, whatever the hell his name is. Don't like him. I think his character's goofy. I can't stand wrestling gear where they got, oh man, Almost Junior just walked up. This dude looked just like Omos. Now it's two of them. He looked just like Omos. They should have just caught him up. Put him, oh man, you put him and Omos in the tag team? That'll be scary. All right, so back to me talking about these NXT people that got called up. So let's talk about Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark is actually one of the few wrestlers that were called up from NXT to the main roster that I think has a pretty good chance of being good. We know she can go in the ring. She's good enough on the mic. You don't have to be a god on the microphone to win the Raw or SmackDown Women's title. I mean, you might have to be Charlotte Flair, but man, this just makes me feel like the women's division on the main roster needs a big card title. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Because when you think about Zoe Stark being able to beat a Charlotte or a Becky or a Bianca or Rhea, when you start to think about that, it just seems kind of unrealistic. It kind of seems unrealistic. But if they had a mid-card title for the women on the main roster, then I think it would be good. I think it would be good. I know people always like to say, oh, we don't like having too many belts. That's too many belts to have on one show. What are you, AEW? Okay, I get it. AEW has a shit ton of belts. I get it. But WWE, man, they have a 3-hour show on Monday night. Like, you need something. You need something. Like, you got all these women on the main roster. Like, I believe in utilizing as many people as you can. I believe in having this set of performers as enhancement talent, this set of performers as mid-carders, and this set of performers as main eventers. And somewhere in between mid-carders and enhancement talent, you got comedy acts. So when we look at it like this is how I hate to bring this up because it sounds lame, but like, for instance, WWE 2K, when I do Universe mode, I have everybody in their right tier. I got my main eventers, I got my mid-card, I have my comedy acts, and I have my enhancement talent. Enhancement talent job, obviously, is to lose matches, to build up bigger, better stars. Comedy acts can win or lose against enhancement talent, but they'll mostly win. But usually, comedy acts either feud with each other or they feud with mid-carders and underdog type of feud. So, like, I'll give you an example. Let's say a mid-carder, right? Who's a mid-carder right now on the main roster? Let's say you got Karrion Kross, right? Karrion Kross is a mid-carder. You You got Karrion Kross. You got a comedy act like R-Truth. And this is how tiers work in wrestling in my mind. You got your mid-carder, you got your comedy act. R-Truth, let's say he gets in a feud with Karrion Kross for whatever reason. So it immediately becomes an underdog storyline. Nobody expects R-Truth to beat Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is in a higher tier than R-Truth. But what you get is you build up R-Truth. Even though he'll eventually lose the feud, you're building up R-Truth and you're boosting Karrion Kross. And that's how you get a win-win situation. So they're going to have to do stuff like, they're going to have to keep stuff like that in mind when some of these NXT wrestlers get called up to the main roster. You got JD McDonough. I can't see JD McDonough anywhere on the main roster other than an enhancement talent or even a comedy gimmick. Somehow they could turn any WWE could turn anybody into a comedy gimmick. They turned Bobby Roode into a comedy gimmick. So I mean, you can turn anybody into a comedy gimmick. So if you put somebody like JD McDonough in a feud with a Big Carter, like, I don't want to say the Miz, he's a little bit, the Miz is special. Let's say, I don't want to call Nakamura a Mid Carter. I don't want to call Matt Riddle a Mid Carter. I can't think of any Mid Carters right now. It's tons of them. Hell, Dolph Ziggler. Let's say for whatever reason, JD McDonough feud with Dolph Ziggler, which knowing Dolph Ziggler, that's likely to happen. He'll feud with Dolph Ziggler, and what'll end up happening is JD McDonough could win a feud against Dolph Ziggler, but it'll book because Dolph Ziggler at this point, whoa, she can flip. We're back, by the way. Danny Palmer is really athletic. WWE is smart with these getting athletes from other sports, bringing them to the performance center, teaching them how to wrestle. That's how they have so many athletic performers right now. And I think the best of the best, honestly, is Tiffany Stratton. Like, mark my words. Tiffany Stratton is going to eventually be up there with Charlotte, Bianca, Rhea. I'm telling you right now. Just the way they advertise Tiffany Stratton, the way they package Tiffany Stratton. I'm surprised she didn't get called up during the draft. She's going to get called up and she's going to be good. That's a guarantee. I'm willing to put my name on that. But like I was saying, they're going to have to find creative ways to build up some of these NXT wrestlers that got called up to the main roster. You're going to need guys like Dolph Ziggler dropping feuds against guys like JD McDonough because there's no other way to build them. Butch, they found a role for Butch. Put him in a brawling boot. But I'm telling you right now, him coming up as Pete Dunne and being Pete Dunne, that would have been just as good. They could have did something with Pete Dunne, but he's still Butch for now. So we have Danny Palmer versus Tatum Paxley. Danny Palmer is really athletic. She's really athletic. She's like doing parkour in the middle of the ring and beating the shit out of Tatum Paxley using parkour. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. You can tell that they put effort and they got some belief in Danny Palmer. Let's see. She just that didn't look that good. She tried to do a little dive over Tatum Paxley, but nobody was home. And now she's getting the mud hole stuffed in her ass. It's interesting. I wonder how NXT decides who's going to win what, because theoretically, Tatum Paxley and Danny Palmer should be like equal. They're both like women that were in the performance center. But I mean, I guess whoever wins this match will be somebody that they want to push. I will tell you that Tatum Paxley was already in the ring when Danny Palmer made her entrance, and usually that means that the person who's already in the ring is irrelevant. That's usually what that means. But she's definitely not performing like an enhancement talent right now. She actually looks like she's trying to win this match. She's not coming here to do the job for nobody. No, she's got put in that abdominal stretch. She's getting popped in the ribs, but got reversed and put in an abdominal stretch herself. They're going back and forth, putting each other in an abdominal stretch. Okay. Tatum Paxley just tried to do the same move twice. She looked like she's going to pay for it. Danny Palmer did some type of spinning elbow, did it twice. Tonight, they're using the same moves. They're spamming moves like they're playing the fighting game right now. Should have with a reverse neck breaker. Okay, I thought she was going to hit her with a rolling German suplex, but she botched some type of pin. Okay. Danny Palmer's hulking up, and she's going to the top rope. Okay. What's she finna do? She just hit her with the sky. Wait, was it the lowdown? The lowdown. She hit her with the D'Lo Brown style frog splash. D'Lo Brown style. You're looking at the real deal now. She's super athletic. We'll see what they do with her. Oh, okay, this is her debut. Okay, we'll keep an eye on her. I think they're trying to do something with her. I think they like her a little bit. Okay, now we get some type of promo from Chase University. This girl that's in Chase University, I forgot her name. She's just so AEW to me. Like, she just seems like she's be AEW.
Should we maybe bake him cookies, like get him flowers, maybe book him a session with Dr. Tom? No.
She's a future AEW wrestler. We got Baby Wade Barrett.
Calm down. Look, there's absolutely no reason why we should fall behind in our curriculum just because of the tragedy with Mr. Chase and Bron Breakker last week. So,
this dude been trying to take over Chase University since he got there.
I'm going to be teaching
Duke Hudson,
for the remainder of today.
a.k.a. Baby Wade Barrett. Wait, so if Duke Hudson takes over Chase University, does that make that Duke University?
Does this mean there's no pop quiz today?
What did you say to me?
Does this mean there's no pop quiz today?
Hold up your paper. Actually, everyone hold up your papers.
You have them on holiday paper. Oh, man. He taking over Chase University. That's a damn shame. Duke University. That's a nice ring to it. That's funny. I told you, Duke University. Okay, we coming up on our main event. Kaylin and Katana. I think that's their name. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Okay. Oh, man, that tag team has so much potential. It's a tag team that has so much potential versus a tag team that's more than likely going to end up getting lost in the shuffle.
But for everyone else,
let me check that Lakers score, man. I got to. Let me see what they talking about.
So I want to see you dressed to the nines.
Let's see what we got.
Because nothing can compete with the Kentucky Derby.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Look. It's on the commercial. It's 4 seconds left for the Laker game. The Lakers are up by 3. I got to see if Steph Curry for the hit a game-winning shot. I got to see it. We got to see it. We all got to see it. Let me see what they talking about. There's 4.7 seconds left in this game. And we hopping right back over to NXT. Hold on. He gonna inbound the ball. Wait, the Lakers got the ball and the lead. The shooter running for his life and got fouled. This game's over, bro. This game, let's go back to NXT. This game's over. The Lakers, I didn't know the Lakers had the ball. So the Lakers look like they finna win game 1 of the 7-6 series between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. It's still on commercial, by the way, for NXT. We didn't miss anything. When they come back, it's going to be the main event. And then once the main event hit, we're done here. We're done with this episode of Come Chill with Me. Come Chill with Me. That's what we're going to call this one. It ain't us today. It's me. So, yeah, man. I'm curious, though, man. It's 25 minutes left till when the show's supposed to end. I know we're not going to have a 25-minute match between Alba Fires LaDon and Kaden and Caitlyn. Katana and Caitlyn. God damn it. They should have never changed. They need a real tag team name. I swear, man. They need a real tag team name. That's way too long. Katana, Chance, and Caitlyn, Kababa Bush. I don't know. They need to just have a tag team name, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just think of one, man. It's not rocket science.
We could keep working.
This is a long commercial break, man. That's how you know they're trying to kill as much time as they can. Because I know for a fact that they're not going to get that match this much time. So they're probably going to have a picture-in-picture. They're probably going to have another commercial break. And then whoever's going to win the title is going to win the title. I still have no clue whatsoever about what they're going to do since both of these teams got called up to the main roster. One of these teams will leave as the champion. I don't get it. Maybe, and I haven't seen, like I said, this show, we're in Las Vegas. This show comes on at 8 o'clock here, but it's already ended because it came on at 5 o'clock on the East Coast. So I'm not sure what the outcome is. Maybe Shawn Michaels takes the titles from whoever wins to keep them in NXT. I have no clue. Von Wagner's back here showing Stone like his pictures of his dad. Von Wagner is I think he's second generation wrestler.
You just got drafted as a free agent. You can get a call from Raw or SmackDown at any time. Vaughn, you gotta keep talking to me. What is that picture?
I don't have to talk about anything. That's good for tonight.
What the hell just happened? What was the picture? I'm hella confused by that backstage segment. They were looking at pictures of Von Wagner's dad wrestling. In the back of the pictures, they show Von Wagner with a scar across his head. Then Robert Stone asks him, "What's that?" Then Von Wagner's like, "I don't want to talk about it," and then walks off. But I think the even bigger news is that he got drafted as a free agent. What the hell is that? What has he done to have the right to have free agency like Brock Lesnar? I don't get that. Katana Chance. Caden Carter. Katana Chance. Caden Carter. Katana Chance. Look at this cool entrance from Alba Fire Isla Dawn. This is a real tag team. Tell you, man. It's gonna be hot. They're gonna be hot shit on main roster.
Sunday, May 28th. Tickets available at SargasCenter.com.
Yeah, they're gonna be hot shit on the main roster. I'm telling you. You put those women tag team titles on them tomorrow, and it'll make sense. And they're the current NXT champions. Oh, they got some little smoke pyro. They probably been had that, but I never really paid attention to it like that.
They are walking out tonight with the NXT Women's Tag Team title still around their waist.
There's no way they should lose this match. Because it kind of, okay, so we'll see how the booking decision for this turns out, but considering that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are the current champions on NXT, they're fighting another team that's going to the main roster. The champions should win because they're just a better tag team as far as like packaging, as far as what they look like they could do. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, they'll be a good ad for the women's tag team division. Because when I tell you that the women's tag team division on NXT, not NXT, on the main roster is horrible. I mean, it's horrible. It's almost 24/7 championship levels horrible. They either need to get rid of the women's tag team division or make it better. Adding 2 actual women's tag teams to that division is a big improvement because now you can at least get, let's see, okay, let's run through it real quick. Who are the actual women's tag teams on the main roster? Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler should just solidify themselves as a tag team. They're friends in real life. Ronda doesn't necessarily need to have the main roster, doesn't have to have a single title anymore. Just put them in a tag team. They don't have to have a form name. They're friends. They'll just be Ronda and Shayna Baszler. Let's see. I like this team with Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. I know the original plan, supposedly, was for the team to be Carmella and Chelsea Green. That would have been a better tag team, in my opinion. But Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, that's fine. So that's 2 teams alike. I do not like Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan as a tag team. Like, they need to put Liv Morgan in a tag team with someone who is not like a future single star. They keep doing it with Liv Morgan. They did it with Rhea Ripley. Now they're doing the thing with Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez looks nothing like someone to be in a tag team. She should be a singles competitor. What I tell you, picture in picture. She looked like she has no business being. I'm gonna turn this down for now. She looks like she has no business being in a tag team. Raquel Rodriguez should be a singles competitor. She should be vying for either the Raw or SmackDown women's title. Liv Morgan, no. Like, Liv Morgan, very cute wrestler. She's gotten better to ring. She's still really dangerous. Liv Morgan should be in a tag team with somebody like Shotzi Blackheart, someone who they're closer to equals than having a future women's champion in the town. I know Liv won a women's championship before, but that was the same equivalent of Jinder Mahal winning the heavyweight title. Like, it's something that just shouldn't happen. So Liv having the women's tag team titles, yeah, that's fine. She needs to be in a tag team with somebody that's a little closer to her level. Somebody who you can kind of tell is never going to win a women's tag team, the women's championship, and that's somebody like Shotzi Blackheart. not Raquel Rodriguez, not Rhea Ripley, like these women who we know are gonna be future champions. Like you knew when Raquel Rodriguez got called up, she's gonna be a future champion. Um, you could put Liv Morgan in a tag team with Nikki Cross. That would make sense. I'm just saying, Liv, either be a tag team or be a singles competitor. Um, don't be in a tag team with Natalia. I said this before on our draft review. I have no desire, and with all due respect, like I have no desire whatsoever to see Natalia in a match. I just don't, man. I know Natalia is probably like a tremendous asset behind the scenes, but as far as like on screen, I hate when they put her in a feud. Like she's kind of like Dolph Ziggler, where it's like we need somebody to be in a feud to beat her to boost them. That's kind of Natalia's job, but I don't even need to see that at this point. Natalia is a Hall of Famer. She just needs to take a step back. And I think that's what she's doing, actually. I haven't seen much of her lately. But my whole point is we don't need to see Liv with Natalia. We need to see Liv because Liv is still young. Liv has a future. It's just that she needs to either be a tag team specialist or settle to being a singles wrestler who's not going to win matches like that. She'll basically be enhancement talent if she's a singles wrestler, or she could be a possible future women's tag team champion if she settles into a tag team with someone. Anyway, the match is back. These two teams right here, I honestly will put Kaden Carter and Katana Chance above any team Liv Morgan is. And I'm saying that and she's the women's champion, tag team champion right now. I guess I'm saying that I don't think Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan should have the titles. I think the only reason they have the titles, unfortunately for Liv, is so people can see a belt around the waist of Raquel Rodriguez. It really doesn't have anything to do with Liv Morgan. It has everything to do with showing people Raquel Rodriguez being a champion. And that's unfortunate. Because we know how this story is going to end. I highly doubt it's possible because they did it with Dakota Kai. I kind of doubt that they're going to go the route of Liv Morgan betraying Raquel Rodriguez. It's more than likely that we see Raquel Rodriguez beat the shit out of Liv Morgan after they lose the titles, after they continue to lose. Same thing they did with Rhea Ripley. And then from there, just skyrocket Raquel Rodriguez to fame and Liv Morgan to find the next person to tag with. I hope that when that tag team breaks up, that Liv finds somebody like a Shotzi Blackheart. If you haven't figured it out already, I already chose Liv next tag team partner. Her next tag team partner is Shotzi Blackheart. Let's put her with her and let's just see how that goes. I mean, I feel like the two characters are close enough in personality where it could actually work. So we're here at our main event for NXT for tonight. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. See, I figured out how to say the name by the end of the show. Kaden Carter is a good wrestler. Like, it kind of sucks to me that she's basically already penciled herself in as being a career tag team wrestler, but I think that is a good thing because at least now she has something to go off of. She's definitely the Shawn Michaels of this tag team. Not saying she's anywhere near the level of Shawn Michaels, but you know it's a common term. When you have a tag team, you always have a Shawn Michaels and a Marty Jannetty. For example, the Street Profits, Montez Ford is the Shawn Michaels, Angelo Dawkins is the Marty Jannetty. With the Viking Raiders, I honestly don't know one from the other since they changed their name. I don't know which one is Eric. Okay, you know what? Eric, I believe Eric is the bald one. He's the Shawn Michaels. You know, actually, that could be argued, man. Those dudes are so equal, like as far as like similarities and talent. Man, they were awesome in Ring of Honor. when they're War Machine. Now them as the Viking Raiders, man. I wonder if they're just pissed off that they've become that. And I wonder when their contracts are up. Because honestly, I really would consider going back to AEW or Ring of Honor if I was the Viking Raiders. To be completely honest, because they're booked so inconsistently. Like, it was a sliver of a second where it seemed like they were going to do something with the Viking Raiders. When they first had Valhalla show up, they should have called the group Valhalla, but I digress. I thought they were going to do something with them, but they did absolutely nothing. It's not much going on in this match, man. They're about to do some tag team maneuver off the top rope to Alba Fire. What is this? What is this? What are they doing? They're not going to do no double Spanish fly. They sure the hell did. They sure the hell did. Double Spanish fly and Alba Fire kicked out. It's just some stuff you don't do moves like that if you're gonna have the person kicked out. I mean, because that's supposed to be unrealistic. The Spanish fly is supposed to be a deadly move to begin with, and you had two people hit you at the same time, but then you kick out. That's kind of crazy to me, but I digress. Okay, now she has Katie Carter has her in a neck breaker position, but Katana Chances jumps over her and does a crossbody to Isla Dawn. And then she tried to do a Hurricane Rana to Alba Fire, but Alba Fire lifted her little self up and threw her to her tag team partner. What the hell was that? Is that their finisher? What the hell was that? Yep, just like I thought. Isla Dawn, Alba Fire with the victory off of a finisher I feel like I've never seen them do before, but that finisher is awesome. That's how I can tell they're going to be future WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I wouldn't be surprised if they take those titles to SmackDown and use those titles as a way to challenge Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. That's what I would do. Okay, what are they doing here? Okay. Dijak is here talking about Ilya Dragunov, how he beat the hell out of him backstage last week. Okay. T-Bar is doing a lot better than Marseille right now. Dijak is a bad dude, man. Dijak is a bad dude. Okay. Okay. He said he gonna break Dragunov next week. He ain't playing with you, Dragunov. He ain't playing with you.
Well, sir, looks like Dijak looking to serve up his brand of justice.
Oh. Okay. I thought the show was over. Now I see why I was more time in the show. So Indy Hartwell is on crutches. Ty told me she was in. Ty told me that her arm was in the sling. I didn't see it when they did the little draft thing for NXT people. I didn't see that her arm was in the sling, but I do see she's on crutches and got a boot on. So I'm sure she's about to relinquish the NXT Women's title. And Indy Hartwell is all like dressed up right now, like very pretty right now. She's coming to the ring. I can only imagine she's about to relinquish that title. I could only imagine that. They're probably going to have to do some type of tournament to determine who the next NXT Women's Champion is. Indy Hartwell is going to go up to Raw. I think she's going to reform with Dexter Lumis and have Index. You're probably going to have something with you're going to basically have Dwayne again. Dwayne minus Austin Theory. Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Dexter Loomis, Indy Hartwell. And then we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't know exactly what would be the point of that. I guess maybe like it'll be like a comedy angle or something of that nature. Like, where the hell is Tommaso Ciampa? I'm gonna keep asking that until he appears. But we need Tommaso Ciampa on one of these shows, man. I think honestly, you could put Ciampa in that, not in the Austin Theory role in a way, but you could put him with those two couples as like the fifth guy, and then just somehow have him betray everybody, because that's what Tommaso Ciampa does. He betrays everybody. Let me look it up real quick, man. I'm just curious, like, if there's any news on Tommaso Ciampa. Let's see. There's no news on Tommaso Ciampa. There's like no news on Tommaso Ciampa. The last thing I see from him is a month ago. And they were saying that they were approving his booking before. Let me see. Okay, he went through stem cell treatment. Let's see.
You ever wish you could swipe left on people in real life?
Let's see.
My skill or my style. NXT Live Tuesdays at 8, only on USA.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got that.
The show's still not back on. It's still on commercial break. And I'm still sitting here trying to get some type of update on what the hell's going on with Tommaso Ciampa.
On this island of adventure, the tides.
There's so many injuries right now, man. Big E injured. Randy Orton injured. Bobby Roode injured. R-Truth injured. There's just so many injuries right now, man. Like, and Ciampa is injured. I hope we see Ciampa, man. I hope we get him back soon, man. I'm not gonna lie. That is by far one of my favorites to watch. We got Backlash coming up this Saturday. We will not, more than likely, we will not be doing a live watch along for Backlash because people got jobs. So, but we will be talking about Backlash. There may be a video, but it won't be live. Okay, they got Trick Williams backstage talking to Apollo Crews.
Look, man, I just wanted to holler at you. I know we've had our wars in the past, but before I hit the Raw, I got to tell you, man, I see a lot in you. I know you got the ability to take over this whole place. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right now, Melo, he's got the spotlight as he deserves. Right? But you, Trick Williams, the definition of a superstar. You understand me? Yeah. And I know all the guys in the locker room only wish that they had the gifts that you have. Don't let that talent go to waste.
Straight up.
You keep grinding, stay true to you, keep busting your ass, and next year it's going to be your name called the Raw SmackDown. You understand me? Bro.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Trick started to get a little clout now. Trick Williams started to get a little bit of clout now. He told Apollo Crews, told Trick before he get called up that he got next. Like, Man, you know it's coming, man. You know what's coming. You know that Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams feud is coming, man. I'm not in a rush to see it, man, because I like them together. But there's a feeling of inevitability to Carmelo turning on Trick or Trick turning on Carmelo. But we're back. We got Indy Hartwell in the ring on crutches with the title over her shoulder, looking very sad. So this is definitely about to be a title relinquishment. They're chatting, "You deserve it," to Indy Hartwell. No, I earned it. Okay. Okay.
I was a freshly turned 23-year-old
23.
with hope and a dream.
A dream, okay.
I was a fan of the black and gold era. Women like
We all were a fan of the black and gold era. We all were.
Who carved their own way in this industry.
Uh-huh.
Legends who helped build the division to what it is today.
Okay.
Women who helped make this championship one of the most important titles.
Not that one, but without all the colors on it. They need to get them colors off of there, man.
No
That's
one ever
2.0
thought I was
stuff.
going to achieve this goal. They counted me out. People doubted me until I found the way.
Okay, see? A little sprinkle, a little bit of
With Johnny and Candace and Austin and my sexy Dexy.
Sexy Dexy. Tell you, Index coming back.
That's where I formed a bond with them, but also with you guys. Yeah, I got married right here in this very ring, a WWE wedding with no interruptions. I couldn't believe it. Just like I couldn't believe being at the top of that ladder, winning this title, and Stand and Deliver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people say
Okay.
that they want to be a fighting champion, but
All right, Indy's gonna have to give up the belt.
To prove that. Last week, I was in the medical room with
Uh-oh.
a high ankle sprain.
High ankle
I had to be
sprain?
taken out of the match, and I thought, hell no.
Yeah, man. She got off that hospital bed and that stretcher and went back out
The
there.
very best in our division, because I wasn't gonna let my championship run end on the medical table.
No, you couldn't do that. You just couldn't do that. Indie wrestling.
And then came Friday, and I get drafted to Monday Night Raw.
Drafted to Raw. And you didn't get drafted the last round, did you? You got drafted in the second to last round.
Thank you. It's been a few days, and I still can't believe it. And come Monday, May 8th, my new
Hope you don't get lost in the shuffle.
But right now, just like when I was 23, the most important thing is NXT and this title.
Okay.
So, starting next week, there'll be a tournament to crown.
I told you.
the new NXT Women's
Tournament to
Champion.
crown the new NXT Women's Champion. I told you.
4 weeks at NXT Battleground in Lowell, Massachusetts. Ladies, good luck. There's just one more thing that I wanted to say before I go. It's a quote that I live by. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Smile because it happened. She gonna leave the belt in the ring. Man, okay, that was a beautiful moment, but they gotta have somebody attack her. Like, that sounds horrible. She left a little kiss mark on it. They should have somebody attack her.
Now I just need to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this ring.
Somebody finna throw you out the ring. Or Dexter go come out and get you out. Oh no, she got her own. Oh, Dexter. I knew it was one or the other. Index, look, they start Index already. Look at that. They so happy. They so happy. They both on Monday Night Raw. and they finna bring back Index. I already know. That's gonna be my thumbnail for the article, the fireman of trash for NXT. Who's that in the ring? Who's that? Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton. So, Cora Jade. Where Roxanne Perez at? Boom. Now all the women is fighting. All the women on the NXT roster are brawling. Are they about to end NXT the same way they just ended Monday Night Raw last night? Are they finna do that? What's her name? Really out there wrestling in pajamas? That's crazy. Yep. It's finna end the same way Monday Night Raw ended. All right, y'all. That's it, man. We're 5 minutes over. That's it. That's it for this episode of Come Chill With Us. I really enjoyed the people that popped in. I really enjoyed the show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And yeah, man, that's going to end it. Look out for the WWE Draft Review Part 2 that we'll be trying to get done tomorrow. And from there, we'll see what we got it. So it's nice seeing y'all. Thank you for being here. Once again, I'm MFG Deez from crimson-mask.com. Please don't forget, like, follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. Hit the notifications so you can know when all of our videos come out. We just get started, man. And we out of here. crimson-mask.com, over and out.